The Real One Team.
Bring your model to life at mcvproducts.com. Now, one of my biggest issues has always been body work and fabrications. Tonight, I'm going to be finally working on my Super Chrome group build, hosted by myself and Bruce at Bruce's Eclectic-World, and we're going to be testing out some new products and tools. This 1957 Cadillac Eldorado, she's beautiful, but this split body, I just don't know. As you can see, I got a lot of body work to do. So I'm hoping this Tamiya putty I just picked up, y'all remember when I grabbed this? I'm finally testing it out. And also, Katerk reached out to me, and they sent me their rotary tool, the KRT R3 Max. 70 accessories. We're going to put that to the test as well. But first thing I need to do, I need to get this body molded together. So I'm starting with the Mr. Cement Deluxe. Hope it can melt that plastic together. Still going to be a challenge. This kit, this body, has a lot of bumps and bruises. Old molding. I really do think it's from 1957. I'm not sure. I need to check the date on the box. It's got some pins in here. You got to be very careful. There are so many waves on this body. I really hope this putty works. And not only the putty, I hope this drama tool can help out as well. Now I'm just marking all the dents and divots, the waves I was talking about. That's going to expose if I flatten everything out. Yeah, I got the old magnifying glasses out. I don't want to miss a thing. I mean, these divots are deep, and so are these waves. They're everywhere. But I'll tell you one thing, the silver marker on this black body is really standing out. Now, I actually have 4 doors on this car, so I'm taking care of these panel lines with the back of my X-Acto knife. Get some good scribing in. Yeah, look how deep those are. Look at that wire across the back. But look at that trunk. Excellent. I'm also checking out these sanding sticks that we got from mcvproducts.com, the steadies. Oh yeah, we testing out a whole lot of stuff tonight. My reviews gotta be organic. I'm a soldier. We're in the field with it. Real world test. Yeah, I had to get the wire pliers to cut this. It's got like a plastic stick in the middle that makes it stern. Perfect. Hey, that's 400 grit right there. You see how deep those waves are? They're still there. Now I got the real quarter pounder pretty good. Now it's time for the Tamiya putty. What can it do? Check out the directions real quick. The directions say you need a spatula to apply this. So, I got my popsicle stick. I got a set from Michaels and Hobby Lobby. You see how this one's grooved? That's the one I wanted to use for this one. It works just like a spatula. I learned that trick from Bruce and Don. Yeah, set up in minutes, very fast. All right, now it's time for the star of the show. The Katerk Rotary tool. Let's see what's in the box. Hey, that's a nice package. Oh yeah, it's super cool. Let's check out these directions. All right, it comes in several languages. We're gonna find that English. Shows you how to use the buttons. But this is what I really like. It shows you the different speed settings you should use for each tool and each bit. We're going to focus on sanding tonight, particularly the sanding paper. It's recommending a speed of 2 to 4. All right, here goes our 70 accessories. Yeah, it's loaded. Here's our sanding disc. That's what I'm going to be using tonight. We're going to test it out. These seem to be the same grit. That's a nice saw. You can cut some doors open with that. Here's our polishing tools. Pretty soft. Still stern though. All right, we got our sanding belts right here. And you do have different grits on these two. All right, let's check out the bits. And the directions say, you can use this rotary tool, also known as the Dremel, on stone, glass, plastic, wood, metal, the list goes on. But using this Dremel, we're definitely going to put it to the test because I got some very delicate work for it. Now that's what I'm going to be using to do the sanding. Yeah, we loaded. Probably for some stone or glass. Yeah, everything's in here. Wow. They do have a tool for everything. I believe them. And the last part, our wrench. And it has a flathead screwdriver on the other end. Here's our USB charging cord. And here comes the rotary tool. This has got to be better than my first rotary tool. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Paid $20 for it. With the cord, heavy, man. But this right here is lightweight. Goes up to 5. Digital display. Cut it on, cut it off. There's where you charge it at. And the ergonomics is phenomenal. And it just rests on the inside of your hand. And you notice at the bottom, it gets smaller. So you can do some very fine detailing. So far, so good. Now here's our sanding tool. I've already put it on the bit. You see you got discs on either side holding it in. I guess you're supposed to use this normally for your support. But I won't be using that. I just want straight sandpaper with the flexibility. So I end up digging into a part that I don't need to. You got your lock right here. Open up just a little bit more. Slide your bit in. Tighten it down. Release your lock. And it's in there. It's not coming out. It's not going anywhere. Now I've learned my lesson. I'm going to be doing some testing first. Yeah, we're doing some good old testing with the Tamiya putty. And here's what it sounds like. Excuse the background noise. I watch some crazy stuff when I'm doing my models. Yeah, I was watching a car chase. Shouts out to Knockout 360. Not too loud, as you can see. Smooth as butter. Definitely liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's test out the 2. Also, check out the light. It helps you see your part you're working on. That 2, I think it's smooth now. But I don't want to dig into my plastic that fast, so I'm going to stay with 1. I'm being very conservative. Yeah, I got more control of the rotary tool when it's set on 1. So I definitely think we're going to stay on 1. I'm testing one of the tires that came in the kit. I won't be using them. As you know, I got my own wheels and tire set. I just wanted to practice with those curves. I'm ready for the real thing now. Let's go. Now I'm barely touching the car. Like I said, I'm being very conservative using this rotary tool for the first time. But I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. It's really smoothing out this Tamiya putty. Not digging in too much. I got complete control. As you can see, controlling my sandpaper. I can get into those small areas. Here goes one of those big waves. Look at the detailing on that fin. Smooth. Yeah, 1 is definitely the way to go. Look at the work this Katerk Rotary tool did on this body. Absolutely amazing. Highly impressed with this. Now, I was still conservative. I didn't want to dig too much into the body. Do a little touch up here and there. I mean, it's really smooth. And of course, that grit, it might be 180, 220. Yeah. I got a new secret weapon, and it's the Katerk Drama Tool. Still in place. And that was one of the biggest issues I had with my Hobby Lobby drama tool. That bit would come out. This bit, it's not moving at all. Yeah, I'm highly impressed with this drama tool. Thank you so much, Katerk, for sending it to me to test out. It really did the job. Now I've already put the sanding sticks to work, the 400 grit. Now I'm going to 600 grit. It's got a real tough piece of board in the middle, so I had to bring out my wire cutters. No problem. Got my cold water, Dawn dish detergent. I'm talking about this surface is getting so flat, smooth as butter, even with the 600 grit. That's at the 800 grit right here. Look at that. That body is flattened out completely. The putty worked like a charm. And the steady sanding sticks, they definitely did their job. I'm impressed with these as well. They go from 400 grit up to 1500 grit. Now I decided to bring out my micro mesh sanding pads to finish off the wet sanding. Starting at 1500. Going all the way to 12,000. Still wet sanding. And this is after 12,000 grit. Look at that body again. You can see the shine coming back to it. You can see the putty, but it's flat. It's flat with the body. Smooth, super smooth. Yeah, this is definitely some of the best body work I've ever done on a car. Now we're going to take it home with the Rust-Oleum Automotive Primer, the filler and sandable primer. I think I grabbed this at probably AutoZone. I get a lot of my automotive paints at AutoZone. And here is the finished product. Again, this is definitely some of the best body work I've ever done on a vehicle. A split body, you can't even tell. And I got to give a lot of credit to this Katerk Rotary tool. over 70 accessories. Man. And the steady sanding sticks, they did their job. And the other star of the show, the Tamiya putty. This is definitely my go-to putty now. Hands down. And when it comes to the Katerk, it definitely exceeded my expectations. If you want one for yourself, go to Amazon.com and definitely use my code. I'm going to put it up here. You can save 10%. The rotary tool is $43 on Amazon. So if you use my 10% code, you're under $40. And from what I can tell, and you see the results, it's worth it. And before you get out of here, don't forget to grab your copy of Master Builder, creating the ultimate model with every build. Link in the description box.